Hi, and welcome to another BCT BioBite. My name's Toby. I'm a Landholder Support Officer in the Sydney Hunter region for BCT. And today I'm going to talk about camera traps, which a lot of landholders are using to see what critters are running around in your conservation agreements. I'm just going to show you a few simple ways to set up traps. This is one of the traps that we use, a simple camera trap that you can put on a tree or a post or even in a lockbox if you've got one. And this is a little bait station, so we're going to show you both of them today. So we're just looking for a pinch point on this track. And it's a pretty prominent track. So we want the dog or the animal to go straight down the path. We're going to put the camera trap on here. So we're going to have to stop them from going out this way. This is too wide here, and there's just other ways they could go. Good way to do that, just get some branches and obstacles so the animal naturally goes down. So we're creating our own pinch point here. Make them go where we want. We'll see if that works. So now we've got the pinch point organised, we can put a trap on this tree. Usually most traps will have a few straps that they give you. So we've done that loosely because what we want to do is we want to keep it pointed down. Say if the tree is too flat and you want to point it down, you just put a wedge behind, like a stick like that, and then you can tighten it up so it points down, depending on what level you want for what type of fauna. So then once it's set, you just take it off, switch it on, and you should see a little red light flashing. That means it's active. And you whack it back on. It'll wait a little bit on most models, and then it'll start taking photos. Doesn't matter if it takes a few photos of you. You can also actually check to see how it's set by moving in front of it and then taking it off and having another look at the photos to see what they look like before you leave the forest. So we're going to talk about baits. Baits are great because you can really set where your camera is, and we've got this nice little spot here, little amphitheatre. Going to make a nice picture on the camera. We can actually organise it rather than just trying to catch the animal. And they also work better with small animals that don't want to go out on tracks. So we've got a couple of variants here. They're just made from PVC pipe with a bit of mozzie mesh that you can get from Bunnings. This one's a different sort of version. It's got a little sort of exhaust pipe at the top there. And basically you make up a mash of oats, honey and peanut butter for most of the vegetarians. And then for the meat eaters you can use tuna or we use chicken necks sometimes, and you just put it in there, screw it up, or sometimes we peg it to the ground so they don't run away with it, and then put the mash on there and then screw it up. And this way you know exactly where the animal's going to be, so you can set the camera exactly where it's going to come into frame, and you can get some really interesting photos of different species, and they might not go for that bait. Anything will just come and have a look at it, both meat eaters and vegetarians, and yeah, get some good pictures. So that's it for now. Hope that gives you a few tips and tricks to use your camera traps on trees in your conservation area to try and get some photos of some critters, and please send those photos in to us. We'd love to see them. We'll do another BioBite soon on some of the settings that you can set these camera traps in to make them take the best photos. They've got sensors and they've got timers and time-lapse and all sorts of functions which we can help you with. But for now, that's it. Till the next BioBite. Cheers.